I hear you. Dr. Mir. Ha, let go. Baby, nearer to me. Come closer, closer to me. Baby, nearer to me. Come closer to me. Make we dance Akaida, baby dance Akaida, closer to me. Make we dance Akaida, baby dance Akaida.
Hi everyone, welcome to Music Fair. I am Kikelo Motaiwa. Our guest today is one of the creative musicians called Joseph, also known as J Brother. J Brother, say hi to everyone.
Hi everyone, how's your day going? Hope you're good.
Oh, so as a musician, let them know, show them who you are.
I'm an African child, and black and I'm proud. I'll be true born Niger, and I'm rapping Niger.
Wow, that's incredible. So, what's it about this attitude of a thing on this cap?
Well, this attitude actually is an entertainment crew,
Yeah.
and they are also known as Perfect Timing Entertainment, and entertainment is doing well.
Okay, so when and how did you start singing?
Well, I actually started this music thing since when I was young, and since when I was small, in Sunday schools like that. But I actually started the career 2008 with my first single, I'll Praise You. It's actually a gospel song, and it wasn't bad for a start.
Everything is your new album. What's your motive? What's the motive behind the name Everything?
Just as the word implies, my everything. This song's actually talking about me, myself, like everything about me, like how I started and where I am today, enjoying the grace.
And where you're going?
Where I'm going to.
So in a nutshell, you're actually appreciating what God has done.
Exactly.
Okay, so amongst this album,
Okay.
which one is exactly your hit track?
Well, Jeje is my hit track, and there is another one on ground now, Angud Amara. It is a wedding song, it's a song for couples.
But that is not out yet.
No, it's not out.
So Jeje, what does Jeje mean? What's the meaning of Jeje?
As the name implies, Jeje, like take everything jejely, like easy.
G Brothers, say you want give your dad just to make some money. Say you want you somebody just to make some money. Say you want give your money just to make some money. Say you want do somebody just to make some money. Aye. My brother, cool down. Life no be rush. My brother, slow down. Make life be jeje. My brother, cool down. Life no be rush. My brother, slow down. Take life jeje. Don't worry, life wanna make you think I'm slow. Today I'm my turn, tomorrow it gon' be your own. God no be lie, everything's all you need. Jehovah is changing things, so I Jehovah is doing things, so I Jehovah is changing things, so I Jehovah is doing things, so I You won't get money, plenty money. You want drive Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti. You want raise your family, for inside a Soroto. You want go America, to go see your shall it profit a man in the world and lose his soul? Na. What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? Life not jeje, oh. Don't worry, life wanna make you think I'm slow. Today I'm my turn, tomorrow come back to you. Life without God, what a waste. Life without God, he don't baje baje oh. Don't worry, life wanna make you think I'm slow. Today not my turn, tomorrow it gon' be your own. God no lie, everything's so good. Jehovah is changing things, so I Jehovah is doing things, so I Jehovah is changing things, so I Jehovah is doing things, so I taxi driver, we're taking jeje. If you got the rider, we're taking jeje. We're taking jeje. Forget to me, we're taking jeje. Believe in yourself, oh, believe in God. Believe in yourself, oh, believe in God. Believe in your dreams, oh, believe in God. Oh, life not jeje, oh. No rush, no rush, no rush, no rush, oh. No rush, no rush, no rush, no rush, oh. Please pon the beat now.
They keep one after the other, you know, like youths of nowadays, they just want to eat the meal as hot as it is. They don't want it to get cold. They don't want to wait for their time. People are eager to make it in life, and which is not actually paying off. You know, we like the young ones now. Most of them are engaged in robbery and sacrifices and cults and doing all sort of things just to make money. And actually, vanity is vanity. So that's what we're preaching.
So you're telling them to like calm down.
Calm down.
Okay, that's cool. Have you featured any artists? You've performed with any artist?
Yeah, sure. We've featured so many artists that, but let me mention about a few, like Sam Quint. We've worked with Sam Quint, and he's very good. Like he's also a producer. He's very good, and we've worked with Sam D. He's actually a Hausa rapper, and we've worked with Solo X. You know, he's also a video director and also an engineer and artist at the same time.
Okay, so who amongst them, or who did you listen to while growing up?
Wow, my role model used to be Detrick Harden and Jimos.
So there are those that motivated you
Actually,
into music.
sure.
That's
That's it.
okay, so the name J Brother, it's influenced by what?
Okay, actually, the name J Brother was coined from my name. My name Joseph James. So just coined it instead of giving myself a nickname that doesn't have any meaning, and just make it as simple as it is.
Okay, so do you have any challenge, like in your career, music portray? Do you have any challenge?
Sure, nothing comes easy, as you know. The most challenge we faced in music industries nowadays is sponsorship and capital entirely, because you need money, like seriously, to do all these things. You can see young vibrant artists that are very good, but they're still not heard because of money for promotion and other things like that.
Okay, so with this, your experience in music, have you performed publicly before? Like,
Sure, I've performed in so many places. Like,
what occasion?
like okay, I've performed in New Year Countdown in Abuja, that's in Dominion Chapel during me, and so many places in KD and so many places, Lagos.
And how do you cope financially? Because you know all these secular musicians, they get paid for their transportation and all that. How do you manage this finance stuff?
Yeah, that's what makes gospel different from every other music. Now, if you want to be a gospel artist, you have to put it in mind that money doesn't come first, it comes last, and you have to pay sacrifices. You have to make extra sacrifices. It's not as if okay, gospel artists are known for they are broke and all that. No, but first thing, put God first, and every other thing comes.
Now you
You get-
sound like a pastor.
Yeah, I'm a minister.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's what makes me different
So
from every
tell
other
me
artist.
more.
I'm not
Can
just
you
an artist.
tell me more about that.
Yeah, you see, being a gospel minister, see, let me tell you something. You must not be a pastor before you can actually minister to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like music itself, it's a very sensitive department in the church body, the body of Christ.
Okay.
You get, and it is what will I call it? What will I say?
So big and enormous
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
just
That any gospel cannot just do without it.
without it. Okay.
Yes.
So do you study your Bible, like you pray?
Of course. Bible is our
Spend much
standard.
time on that.
Well, I will not see much time because of school and every other activities, but at least I give it my time.
Okay, so let me put this to you. What's your favorite Bible verse?
Wow, John 3:16.
The popular one everybody
Yeah,
loves
John
to
3:16.
revise.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you manage mistakes in your performance? Like, no one is actually perfect.
Well, I don't call it mistake.
Okay.
I call it a stepping stone.
Hmm.
Yes, because you cannot grow without mistake. I cannot cross some limits, cannot cross some boundaries without mistakes. Somebody that doesn't have mistake is limited. But when I have an experience and when I'm coming to do it, in fact, I will do it better because I've had that experience before. You get, so I use those mistakes as an advantage to
Okay.
do greater things.
Okay, so there would be like occasions where you attending, then they'll be like, fine, you will not be prepared. They'll be like, there's a guest artist in our midst. Let's call him out to like give us something. They'll give you a team. How would you manage that? Since you said
Yes. You see, well, as a gospel artist, you are loaded, and the songs you minister are not just ordinary songs that you need to get prepared for or something. Since you've made the Bible your standard, then you are loaded. You are fully loaded.
which means you always prepare.
Yes,
ahead of
you are
time.
always prepared at all time. I should be prepared at all time. Not unlike secular artists that they have to choose a song to sing. They have to choose a dress or their management of their stage and other things.
So, as a gospel musician, how do you cope with people who are not dressing decently? I mean, how do you influence them to dress decently, gospel-wise?
You see, as gospel ministers, we are like icons, Christ icons. That is, we carry Christ in us. So everywhere we go, let people see that Christ in us. Decency is part of Christ. You understand? So that's just it.
As an artist, everyone wants to go out with an artist. Let them know that, okay, I'm the one going out with this person, rather. So how do you cope with ladies like that?
Well, you see, just as the Bible says, don't be conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your spirit. You see, you have to make the Bible your standard, just as I said earlier. And sure, I know it's hard, it's very hard, but you just have to make Christ your standard. With Christ, you can do all things. You can overcome every temptation. In fact, you can preach to them.
Okay, so as an artist, every ladies want to go out with an artist, let them know I'm the one dating him and all that. How do you cope with something like that? Or don't you feel tempted in any way?
Well, it depends on you. If you are spirit loaded, I mean, there is no temptation you cannot overcome.
Okay.
It's not as if it is bad for an artist going out or dating a lady, but let that relationship be a very godly relationship, and
You mean they should actually define the relationship?
yeah, let it be defined. Yes, let it be defined. And jumping around and looking elsewhere,
It's
don't
not
do that. It's not
advisable.
advisable.
So, as a student, how do you manage your time with your musical career?
Well, let me see. God has been faithful, and seriously, it's not easy merging the two together. But it's something you cannot. It's a calling. You understand? And you cannot be given a calling if you don't have the grace. You understand, to carry out the assignment. So that's one thing about God. He cannot give you what you're not capable of handling. So it's been God all the way. I don't know. I can't explain how I've been doing it, but I know it has been going down well.
Okay. Okay. So is your family musical?
Well, not really.
Not really. So what's the interest on music?
Well, when you talk about music, all they talk about is go to school, face education.
As
and all
usual.
that, as usual. Like every family you see.
Okay. So how do you cope with house pressure? Like, don't go to the studio today. Oh. You can't do this. You can't do that. How do you cope
Actually,
with that?
that's what they have, as in they've tried so many times, but it got to a point that they just got tired. You know, it's not as if I'm being disrespectful, but you know, you have to stretch a little. I don't know if you understand.
I understand. So what are your aims for the future? I mean, your hopes?
Okay, my aims for the future is that every single soul on earth get blessed through my music. That's my aim.
What advice would you have for upcoming artists who gets nervous while performing?
Well, just like I started like every other artist started. You know, the thing is, once you are consistent with doing what you know how to do, you know, when you get to this time that you're just too confident, you get used to people. You understand? You just get used to people and you can address people anyhow. You have this confidence and prayers too. Yeah.
Okay, so they should like pray,
Yeah.
be confident,
Confident and persist.
persistence. Okay, okay. So, who would you make your shout out to? Your fans or me, or who are you making your shout out
Yeah,
to?
I'm making my shout outs to everybody watching me. Yes, including you.
Okay, so can you give us a freestyle, like saying you love them? Okay, so I'll give you a tone.
Okay.
Then you make a freestyle for your
Wow.
fans out there.
Wow,
What
wow,
about that?
Wow. Okay.
Okay, let's
Let's
go for
give it a
that.
try.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you are. Oh, oh. All we need is one love, eh. All we need is one love, oh yeah. Stop all the fighting. Stop all the killing, yeah. Stop all the religious fighting. Oh, yeah. It no matter if you be baggy, oh. It no matter if you be Yoruba, eh. It no matter if you be Igbo. It no matter, it no matter. All we need is one love, yeah. All we need is one love, hey. Oh, all we need is one love. Make love your standard. Oh, wow, oh,
Wow. No matter who you are,
Yeah.
no matter what I think. So that's a wonderful one from you. I really want to appreciate you for stopping by. Brother,
Yeah.
Joseph, James. Okay,
Yeah.
so your final advice for upcoming artists then, can you just give them a tip, tell them something cool?
Alright, my advice for upcoming artists, come, let me see it in Nigeria way so that you understand.
Tell them.
See, ma tell them about it's not easy. Music itself is not easy. The only thing you have to do is, first of all, define your music and pursue it with no cost. I mean, with all cost. It's not easy. So music is not like bread or roses. The only thing you have to be is persistent and prayerful and focused. Don't give up in your dreams.
You know, your laugh got me laughing today. And I started laughing too.
The only thing is just that you just I don't know how to put it. When I look back and I see how I started. Wow. And where I am today and where I'm going.
Everyone just have a story to tell.
Amazing. Yeah. God has been faithful.
Okay, so thank you, J Brother, for stopping by.
I'm honored to be here.
I hope when next we need your attention or we need your presence here, you definitely.
Sure.
That's cool. You're giving us your word now, right?
Right.
Okay, that will be all on today's package of the program Music File. Join us for another edition of the program. I still remain your host, Tayo Kikelo. Thank you. Bye.
Let go. I hear you, Dr. Mir. Let go.
Baby, nearer to me. Come closer, closer to me. Baby, nearer to me. Come closer to me. Make we dance Akaida. Baby, dance Akaida. Closer to me. Make we dance Akaida. Baby, dance Akaida. Closer to me. I got you on code. I got you covered. Let nobody know. Say you be my lover. Just you, baby. Nobody come between. Only you, baby. Nobody come between. Cause I request for your matter. For real, I request for your matter. Anything you pick, it no matter. Labadi, it no matter. Nearer to me. Come closer to me. Baby, nearer to me. Come closer to me.
Well, I sing say, hello, mama, señorita. Be my missus, I want me a mister. All your stress, all your pain will be over. Baby, follow me down to your brother. Why not? Tell the way you bounce the CK. Making me want you like Ike. I dey feel like it's so weak. Every time when I come down, I'm happy. See the ladies, them throw away their body. The way you are